Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long Boys 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys 1975.
This is Beastbusters on the Amiga, released in 1990 by Activision. It was also released on the Atari ST. There weren't any other ports of it, no 8-bit ports and stuff like that, but to be fair, it is 1990. It was released in the arcades, I think it's a pre-Neo Geo SNK game, but it was released in the arcade by SNK in 1989. In the year 1990X, I see what they did there, an unprecedented incident happened. Strange reportings of dead people, codenamed beasts, coming back to life and attacking the living. They're not just attacking the living, they're packing heat and shit. Realising the unconventional nature of the incident, the mayor of the city where the outbreak occurred offered an immense reward to whoever manages to solve the mystery and contain the outbreak. Never mind the army or anything like that. No, the mayor's just going to pay local slobs to take it out. Yeah, to solve the mystery and contain the outbreak. 3 heavily armed bounty hunters, Johnny Justice, Paul Patriot and Sammy Stately, enter into the beast-infested city. I think I have a gameplay of this running on main, and you know what, as a light gun game, because obviously it was a 1 or 2 simultaneous player light gun game in the arcade, it would have been fun. Light gun games are fun. This, however, is gonna be on, because I'm running this on my Super Console X, I'm going to be playing it by pad. Mouse does not work on this, which is a shame because it would have been mouse compatible with the Amiga and the Atari ST, and light gun games with a mouse are absolutely banging. I mean, you could argue that they're just as responsive playing with a mouse as it will be playing it with a light gun, if not a little bit more. Anyway, so it has 7 sections that you have to shoot your way through. You have grenades. They won't work because I've got a keyboard plugged in and I can't for the life of me work out how to use them. And then you have obviously your standard weapon that you can upgrade throughout the game and things like that. Shoot hell, think Operation Wolf, but with zombies. So how big were zombies in 1990? Day of the Dead was 85, Return of the Living Dead 85, 88 for Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Can't recall them being absolutely, through the roof of popularity, but hey, who cares? Zombies are cool. And I never knew that this game got a home port. So, let's get into it. It is 1 or 2 simultaneous. Why do they look like sailors? Look at him on the left. He looks like a fucking milkman. Yeah, 1 or 2 simultaneous player. This town is doomed. Those who enter never return. We've come to solve the mystery. Well, how would you know there's a mystery if everyone who enters never returns? Just saying. Right, so obviously we're going to have a crosshair in your own time game. Thank you. Ammunition, top left. Man, my cursor's slow. Grenades, top right. Top right ammunition as well. I can't do my left from my right apparently. Hey, it's pretty generous for the ammunition. Look at it. There's no point in me trying to shoot grenades though. Right, so as I said, in this game, the dead brownish weapons, although you could argue that Bob did in Day of the Dead. Look, they still need public transport. Even when you're dead, you still need public transport. Being dead on public transport is probably the only time you're not going to catch some filthy shit off it. Health. My gun seems to be a weird mix. There's no music, that sucks, although the music on the title screen was a bit painful. Seems to be a weird mix of fully automatic and then doing its own thing when it wants to do its own thing, which coincidentally is not when I want it to do its thing, and therefore quite annoying. I don't know. I do like the sprites, they are big. Obviously there's a bit more, is it green gore in the arcade? I mean, this would be fun on a mouse, it's just with a crosshair. Shooting them's a bit impossible. Especially the weird cheerleader dude, bitch, thingy, whatever. You turn into a dog that farts, don't you? Who's an absolute pain in the ass. There we go. Don't worry about shooting the farts, just I don't even know what they are. Also, how did he turn into a dog? Was it a dead werewolf? It's just too fucking hard with a control pad. I mean, if you love the arcade, I doubt anyone really did. I never saw it anywhere. And this was the only way you could play it. What kind of place is this? We must go back. Well, go on then. At least everyone's dead in the stage where you can walk back. The mayor's probably going to call you a pussy. But yeah, if this was the only way you could play this back in the day and you were a massive fan of the arcade machine, which again, I doubt, you probably would have liked it. I mean, it's incredibly... Look at the bird! Why are the birds tag teaming with the undead? I would have thought they'd just peck their eyes out, you know, like they do with lambs. Molotov cocktails, but look, they didn't like them. What's the deal with that dude? Looks like the chick in Return of the Living Dead who gets butt naked on the gravestone. Spoilers, she's not actually butt naked. Look up the making. They had a whole heap of trouble with that scene. I wish I could grenade. I'm not saying they'd be my one-way ticket to fucking completing the game, but... You are dead. Enter name. AAA. As. Hey, I'm a heel versus babyface. Fucking pronouns! He's a legend. And he called it on that, didn't he? Perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. Yoink! Yeah, this needs mouse. Again, that's not the game's fault. It has mouse support. It's just obviously... Well, I could have played it on my A500 Mini, but I find, with the exception that I don't have a mouse when I play stuff on my Super Console X, it emulates Amiga games far fucking better than the A500 Mini does, because you don't have to fucking dick around with text files and shit, because they never fucking released a patch that fixed the speed issues on 1/3 of the fucking games library, which is a proper pain in the tits. Also, I like how the birds scream like humans. Oh, a little glitch going on there. Ooh! Do I have to shoot its kin first, or can I just take him out? The noise. A health bar would be nice. Also, he doesn't look very dead. You're dead! Again, for the second time. I don't think he was a boss. Oh my god, we got mid-stage bosses. See, the dead and the birds have a symbiotic relationship. It's a bit weird, not gonna lie. So yeah, it's a bit underwhelming. I'm not getting the full feel for it, or, you know, because I'm not playing it with how it's supposed to be played. Well, you could obviously play it with a joypad, I get that. But it's not going to make it a million times better, let's be honest. I mean, Operation Wolf on the Amiga, which I can't get the run on this, and if I run on my A500 Mini, it runs too quickly. That's a bloody amazing port of the arcade game. And you could argue that that is a better looking arcade game than this. So they could have done something closer to the arcade, you know, port-wise. But it's 1990 at this point. I guess, who cared? Everyone with a brain was in Mega Drive time. Or Super Nintendo time, to a lesser degree. I was in both times, yeah. I was bi-townal. What? You could have at least put a flame on the Molotov cocktails. Just saying, game. This is a totally long level. Oh, this is a totally deep hole. Points for the quote. Keep out. But you're dead, so you don't care. And surely you want to eat my brain, so why would you write keep out? Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm... They got Jason Voorhees masks on. Look at them! And tighty whities. I'm sure they're much more terrifying in the arcade. But spoilers, they're not here, are they? He's dead. Come get some. Oh, you are dead. Am I still going? Yay! Bit more effort in the way they fall apart would be nice. Just saying. Bodies are everywhere. Are these the missing? Presumably, you dumbass. Did I mention that you're a dumbass? They could have made, well, they're just straight ports from the arcade, but they could have made a bit more effort. Look, he's on my bike. I just can't. Who the fuck is throwing grenades? I just can't move quickly enough to take out everything going on. So if you did play it this way, in the, you know, on the original Amiga, then you fucked. God, why would you though if you could play it with a mouse? Nope, that's not an object. That's just background graphics. Oh no, I can shoot it though. If they pulled a pin off with their rotten hands, wouldn't it like get stuck in the pin and come off and be all nasty and shit? Hey! I don't know what's going on there, but it's not a very convincing animation, is it? Ken? Look, see? Ken. Did it say deadly at the front? Skip, skip, skip. Skip to the end. Oh look! Thinks it's Operation Thunderbolt. That's a bloody good port on the Amiga, actually. See, there's no way I can move quickly enough now to shoot any of these. You are dead. Well, there you go. Beastbusters on the Amiga. It's a bit shit because I'm playing it with a control pad, but I imagine it would be infinitely better with a mouse and I'd be able to use grenades. But it's decidedly average. I mean, if you love the arcade game, this was the only way you got to play it because it never got a console port, did it? Then you probably would have been quite happy. But as I said during the gameplay, I've never met anyone who actually liked the arcade game. Anyway, as always, I love to think, especially if you played this back in the day and in the arcades. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.